What's cracking, my YouTube fam? It's your boy LEEMAN-X here. Today we're going to go over this new game that just came out about 2 weeks ago called Nun Holy, where you play as one of these 3 nuns who can really kick some ass fighting demons and vampires. It's a very fast-paced game. You can upgrade your weapons and arsenal like crazy. There's so many different options, so I figured we'd get into this for those of you who might be on the fence about playing this game. If any of this content is useful or you like it, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that, and let's get into this video. So the main premise of this game is you're a group of nuns who have joined this hunters guild, and somehow these chicks know how to kick ass, and they can wield demonic powers and guns and swords and blades and axes and crossbows and just fuck shit up. It kind of reminds me of that movie Sucker Punch, for those of you that might have seen that movie back in the day, which is a personal favorite of mine. I can totally see this game as a movie just like that. So one thing that makes this game super fun to me is you have so many options to upgrade your combat style and weapons and super moves and special abilities and perks to doing this and perks to doing that. So let's go ahead and get into how you upgrade your character's weapons and abilities. So when you kill all the waves of enemies in the area, all their essence will accumulate into this like the red ball here. If you click on it, you'll be able to upgrade your character. Usually it's offensive, but there's some defensive ones as well. So the other way to upgrade your character is, instead of clicking on it, if you hit it with your weapon, it'll burst into a bunch of gems. Those gems are currency that you can use to buy things throughout the game. And you'll also notice there's these chests throughout the game as well. You can use them to buy those things as well. There's always a weapon inside, and you put those weapons in your inventory and you'll notice they all have stats. If you look to the top left, it'll give you a description of what it does, and if you look to the right, it'll show you the status of everything you have in your inventory and how it affects you. So here I'll show you the other way to upgrade your character. This is the starting point if you die and have to start all over again. You see that room to the left? You go in there, you'll go ahead and talk to this chick right here. So you click on strength and vampire power and you'll see a whole slew of options to upgrade yourself. It'll take these hearts that you find in game. I'll get to how you get those hearts later on in the video. But these upgrades are a big help, and one thing I like about this game is when you die, all your progress is saved, so you just keep getting stronger and stronger until you basically get strong enough to get to the end of the game and beat it. So after you get out of this room, you can make a right here, and there's another way to upgrade yourself, and all these different categories: training, weapons, sub-weapons, skill, all these things make your character make major jumps offensively and defensively. So last, you want to go up here, and this is where you upgrade your hunter rank. So you're going to find these silver tokens or silver coins throughout the game as well. If you use those here or spend those here, you can have a bunch of different quests of things you've unlocked throughout the game, almost kind of like achievements. So you spend those tokens here to upgrade your rank. So next I'll get into the bosses. There's 4 levels. At the end of each level there's a main boss, and every time you play it's going to be a different boss. It's never the same boss in level 1, level 2, and so on. So I think that's really cool. It gives each playthrough a different feel as best it can. So last, I wanted to go through the different doors that you'll encounter throughout the game. You'll notice there's different symbols on each door as you're making your way throughout the game. So we'll go through that right here. So this door that always has the cup always has health in the end. So once you clear out all these enemies, you'll get a cup of health, and health is a premium in this game. You don't often find health or come across health, so I strongly recommend keeping an eye out for those rooms. So next we have this room that has the anvil on the door. If you go in there, you can go ahead and take the weapons in your inventory and basically recycle them so you can get gemstones back to purchase other items in game. Next we have the door with this symbol. If you go in here, you'll go ahead and be able to level up your vampire level. When you see the door with the garlic on it, that means there's going to be a vendor inside where you can buy other items. So remember earlier in the video we talked about hearts and needing those hearts to buy items from that one vendor. So this is the one way that you get them, is by going through the door that has the big heart. Once you kill all the enemies around, you'll go ahead and have a heart drop, and you'll also be able to upgrade yourself as well. And since we're on this subject, one other way to get hearts as well as those silver tokens to help upgrade yourself at the vendors So right before each boss fight, you're going to have to pop up this coffin, and you're going to notice that tokens and hearts pop out of there, so at least that's another way to collect them so you can upgrade yourself later at the vendor. So back to the doors, we're almost done. The doors with this skull on the front let you upgrade yourself and get even more silver tokens. So now there's another way to get more silver tokens. So when you see this door here, it's a little bit more obvious. This one will have health for you, and like I was mentioning earlier, health's kind of hard to come by, so you definitely might want to come into this room as well. There'll be a vendor though here, and this is who you have to get the health from, and there goes those hearts. So the more hearts you give her, the stronger the heals she can give you. So that's kind of how that works. And then last, when you see the coffin means you're about to go into a boss fight. But now that we're at the end of this video, I do want to share some tips that I feel like really made a difference. And those tips would be, you really want to spec into anything defensive, even if it's something that gives you a little bit of health back. I feel like that makes such a huge difference. Also, instead of getting those rubies to buy weapons and things of that nature, I feel like it's better to just go ahead and click on the orb after you kill all those enemies and just keep upgrading yourself. I feel like that works better. Yes, you do want to have some weapons in there because those stats definitely do help, but I feel like what helps even more is just going straight to upgrading your character's abilities. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. If I did have one complaint about this game, I do wish it was 2 players at least, but other than that, I enjoyed the game, enjoyed the experience, and I hope you guys do too. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.